Miller, every day I'm not happy, Miller. I knew that I was a girl since I was 3 years old, Miller. I'm gonna be honest with you, Miller. I knew that I was supposed to be a girl since I was 3 years old, Miller. You know that, Miller? I want to get the breast augmentation, Miller. I want to get the surgery on my face so I can look more feminine, Miller. I want to completely change, Miller.
You okay?
I want to change. I knew that I was transgender since I was 3 years old, Miller. You know that, Miller?
Yeah. Did you talk to Dee Dee?
Yeah, she
What'd she
said that's
say?
okay if I transition more.
See? She knows. She understands.
I can take the hormones more, but just not as much. I could do like maybe every other day instead of every day. Because if I do it every day more, then it might be too much of an effect for me. You know that, Miller?
Yeah.
You know what I mean, Miller? I knew I was a girl when I was 3 years old, Miller. You know what I mean, Miller? I'm gonna get my breast augmentation, Miller. Get the surgery on my face so I look more like a woman, Miller. But I'm gonna keep my 5.5 inch, Miller. I mean, most Asians, Miller, only have 4.5 inches, Miller, and I have fucking 5.5 inches. So you know, I'm gonna keep that. I'm just stressed, you know, Miller. Every day, so much dysphoria, you know, Miller. You know, I'm gonna keep my 5.5 inch, you know, Miller. But I'm gonna get the breast augmentation, Miller, you know, Miller. Saving up, you know, Miller.
Yeah.
So I can finally feel like the woman I always want to be. You know what I mean, Miller? Oh, God.
I understand.
People don't understand how hard it is to not accept yourself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep my 5.5 inch, Miller. It's too good, Miller. I mean, most guys would love to have 5.5 inches, Miller. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, I mean, the average is what, 5.1 inch? Like, average is like 4.9, 5.1 inch, around 5 inch range. I got 5.5, 5.5, 5.6. So you know. Thanks, Sub Money. Sub Money is awesome. Sub Money, you're an icon. You're a legend. You know. The transitioning thing is definitely something that's in my mind. You know, always in my mind. You know, always in my fucking mind. You know. You know, so fucking privileged and happy to finally be in the place for me to, you know, transition and just because it's not easy. Like, this year has been the. Well, I love you all. I love you so much. Thank you for supporting me for over a year now, and being such a good friend to me. Thank you so much, somebody. Please comment down and say something like, I love you all so much, whoever you are, you know, like, you don't have to accept me, but, and they say, and according to the disciples, if you study the Bible, it's prohibited to get breast augmentation and to get facial feminization surgery and to take hormones and you know. I love you all so much. I love you all so much. You know, yeah, sometimes I seem a little bit full of myself. Sometimes I am so confident that I'm full of myself, and I don't mean to be full of myself sometimes. And sometimes I feel that, oh, I'm gonna be having over a million subscribers, I'm gonna be big. And sometimes, you know, like my ego gets a little bit out of hand, but that's just me coping with my fear of my own gender, anxiety, gender. You know, like sometimes I'm too afraid to face the fact that I need to face my difference, to face the fact that right now I'm miserable the way I am. That the only way I'll be happy is if I transition and completely take hormones, get breath augmentation. And the hair will take so long to grow, you know? It'll take forever to grow, you know? So I'm not a bad person, you know? I'm just so lost in this time, you know? Like there's no pride parade, you know? A lot of things are being canceled, but. And my fan film is taking so long to do, you know? Somebody, you're not my brother. You're my blood. You're part of my blood, you know? Just the fact that we're able to talk about the expanded universe and bond so intimately, like, you know, like, the fact that we bond intimately is, I don't know, I like the fact that we bond intimately, you know, like, in a much more deeper relationship than most people, like, I don't know, I can't explain it, like, you and me, we have a relationship that, you know, just that, it's more than a friend, you know, like, if it wasn't for you, somebody, I wouldn't even be here, you know, I'd probably, you know, be smoking weed, probably giving up on life, probably playing Call of Duty or playing, you know, some stupid game, you know, video game all days, and just eating potato chips and smoking weed. That's what I would do, probably. I don't care about the copyright, you know, like, you know, I'm not even doing it for the money, you know. I know that if I put the music in, I'm probably like right now, with this music right now, I'm not even gonna make 1 cent from this, and I accept that, and I totally accept that, you know. Like, people think that I'm being high ego and cocky, but if I was really high ego and cocky, then I'll be upset right now with playing the music, but I don't care, because I know that the music's gonna only increase the experience, improve the experience. You know, you're more than a brother, you know, you're not my brother, you're my blood, and we all have the same blood as humans, you know. Like, people say, oh, you have a different blood type, but the blood that you give me is the blood of a Skywalker to rise from the darkness. Yeah, love you so much. So much. Hate myself. Like, for the longest time, I really hated being who I am, you know, like, I would push it away, hide it, and tell myself to shut up, you cannot be like this way, you cannot be like this way. And after a while, it's like me abusing myself, saying that I cannot be the woman that I know that I can be. Like, yeah, my Instagram sound. You know, like, you know, every day I'm pushing it away, saying that I cannot be like this, cannot be like this, cannot be like this. It's been 20 years now, you know. It's been 20 years of me just pushing it away and not even trying not to think about it, you know. Oh, God. I want to start hormones badly, and I mean, every day I'm not happy right now. Every day I'm pretty miserable, honestly, you know, like, the past 4 months has probably been like the worst months ever, and I knew when I was 3 years old, you know, that I was different, and I mean, it's been a long time, you know, like, I'm 20 years old, and for 20 years I've been telling myself, shut up, Tian, shut up, you cannot be that way, you cannot be like that, because, you know, I grew up with the Bible, and I grew up with such a, you know, intimate relationship with the Bible, and, you know, I try my best to pass, you know, like, it takes me a while to, it's hard to talk about, you know, I try not to talk about it, but, you know, I think that the only way for me to be strong is to talk about it, you know, that I do have pretty bad dysphoria, and I just had a mental breakdown, and it was pretty bad, to the point where my skin was shaking, you know, like my skin, you know, and like, I know I pass well, you know, I know that when I put on my wig and put on my makeup, I pass so well, and I'm so thankful for that, but I still have that internal problem that, you know, Not that I'm not happy with myself. Like, I'm proud of who I am, but that, you know, every day I'm not happy, and, you know, even I have everything, you know, I have, you know, I have a decent family, I have music, I have everything, that, try to stay positive, you know, but yeah, growing up with the Bible, you're supposed to, you know, be a man, and, you know, transitioning is completely, you know, growing up, I thought transitioning was something that I would never even do in a million years, and, I'm just glad to finally join the road that I'm supposed to be, you know, like finally start the road that I've always, you know, it's like a dead end, you know, it's like having the opportunity to express myself. It's like, you know, looking at a dead end road and finally having that road open up to the most brightest tunnel ever, like, you know, like it's paradise, you know. And with the trans community myself, I'm not really the most judgmental person. I'm really chill, you know, like I support Blair White. I support Janae. You know, even though there's beef between those two, I support both of you. And I'm just a lover of people. You know, I'm just a lover. You know, I just thank you. I really appreciate it. You know, like it's, you know, it's difficult for me to even talk about. You know, I know I pass really well when I do my makeup, and that's awesome. But I know that I just need a little bit extra. You know, I just need to feel naturally. You know, like waking up with no makeup, no wig, like a woman, you know. It makes me nervous to even talk about it, since, you know, I haven't even accepted myself completely to a full extent, you know, like, accepting yourself is like a long road, you know, it's like, you know, 20 years now, and still, you know, I finally am smiling at the fact that I am different, you know, and I'm finally respecting myself, you know, finally respecting myself after 20 years. You know, 20 years is a really long time. That's like a quarter of your life, you know. After a quarter of your life, you're finally, it's not that I'm going to be a different person. I want to be the same person, and I'm still proud of who I am, but these feelings that I have are natural, and God created me to be this way for a certain reason. And people that tell me that I'm not valid, and people tell me that if I am to transition, that I'm not following, you know, the Bible, not following God, they're the ones wrong, because who's the one that tell us, who's the one that's supposed to tell us that, you know, we're not afraid to express how we feel, you know, to the full extent, you know. I'm just a lover, you know, and I hate, you know, I love you, Janae, you know, like, people say, you know, how can you support Janae and support Blair? Like, it's a no-brainer, you know. We are humans, we have blood, we have skin, and why would you dislike another person or choose one side when we all have blood, skin, souls, hearts, and we are all created beautifully by one creator, God. And he gave us, he made us this way for a reason. He made me have feminine feelings. He made me have these feelings that I should, you know, change. You know, he gave me these feelings because he has put it upon us for us to follow our road, to follow our arrow. It's our responsibility to follow what God gave us, which is, if we feel as if I like, if I feel as I identify as a female, then fuck yes, I should be a female, you know. It's not to take, like, people think that being transgender is to take away privileges of, or to take away the rights of cis females, but no, it's just a gender expression, you know. Like, we know that we're all trans people are biologically male. It's just to express ourselves in the most free and most liberating way, and we're not hurting anyone, and we're not. But I love you all so much, and it's not. I'm not lying. You know, I love you all. Like, I love you because, not because you give me views, but you give me my strength. You give me my power. You give me my dignity. Like, some days I give up. Some days I want to give up. Some days I feel like, even if I take hormones, even if I try to transition, I'll never, ever be who I want to be. But you guys are powerful more than you think. It's not just a view. It's a life that you guys given me, you know, like a second chance in life, you know, like, You could be the most broken person in the world. You could be like Anakin Skywalker. You could be the most fallen hero ever. But to give someone hope and to give someone a second chance in life is the most wonderful and emotional feeling ever. I don't even know if I'm gonna be trans. Like, I'm still just like you know, I'm already 21 years old. Like, I was definitely not gonna take hormone. I'm already 20 years old. I was definitely not gonna take hormones when I was. I'm definitely not gonna take hormones when I'm 17 or 18 because I'm still growing. You know, like I want to be tall. You know, I love Blair and I love Janae and I. You know, like when people say take a side, choose one side. Like, shut the hell up. You know, I mean, we have blood, skin, and heart and souls. You know. Hey, let me see what you said about Janae about Blair. God. It's really hard to accept yourself. Yeah. Yeah, I don't. I love Blair, but I struggle to support her right now. You know, she has. She doesn't have the best attitude. I mean, when you have over 1 million subscribers, of course you're gonna be kind of, you know, kind of a snob. But, I mean, I love people so much. I'm such a lover. You know, not to say that I want to have a relationship with people, but I'm such a lover, and I want to be the most positive person out there, and. But yeah, I mean, accepting myself was so hard, you know, like 20 years, you know, 20 years just smashing that feeling away, trying to smash it, try to hide it, try to throw it away, you know, and every day, you know, I have the same breakdown, you know, like I cannot hide myself any longer, and you guys are flipping awesome, you know, you guys are awesome, especially it's money, you know. I mean, if I don't feel like transitioning is right, I could always go off the hormones, but to me, currently, right now, I know that I want to be, you know, having a much more awesome and more stronger and more brave view in life, you know, because when you're not happy with who you are, your view in life is going to be toxic, you know, and that's how we fall because we neglect our authenticity, you know. Like, some people they never even they don't even love themselves after so many years, and the fact that we're able to transition or embrace who we are at such a much younger age, you know, than ever before. Not, I think that if you want to transition, you have to. I think you should be at least over 20 or over 19 or 20 years old. And I'm not someone to judge, but yeah. Somebody, you're awesome. You're the best. You know, like you're one of my biggest supporters. You know, like somebody. I want to meet you someday. You know, I want to meet you someday, and when I meet you, that would be an awesome feeling. You know, I want to meet you. You know, I want to meet the person that saved my life. You know, but the Star Wars fan film takes so long to make. Maybe I just need a. I already ate a lot of cup noodles, but Sub Money is too awesome. You know, I love Sub Money so much. Sub Money, you're. I can't even thank you enough. I have to thank you probably like at least 1 million times, you know. And Janae is cool as well, you know. I follow Jesus so much. And if Jesus is here, you know, I want to tell him that I'm trying my best to make this world a better place, you know. I'm trying my best. I'm trying everything I can, you know. I know that I don't have the power to change the world, but I do have the power to maybe make you feel a little bit closer to yourself. Like, if I can make you feel a little bit closer to who you are, and if I could even make you feel a little bit closer to who you are and make you feel comfortable with yourself, and not really just comfortable, but make you feel like you know who you are, and not just know who you are, but it's not sounds so cliche, but I love somebody so much. You're my brother. I'm Cody and he's Rex. Sub money, you're Rex and I'm Cody, okay? Is that alright? Can I be Cody and you can be Rex? Right? Or I can be I could be I could be I could be Kit Fisto and you could be Agent Kolar. Do you want to be Agent Kolar and I could be Kit Fisto? Or do you want to be I want to be Revan and you want to be Malik? You could be anything, you know? Like, you know, this is the most beautiful thing about the world. You could be anything. Like I could be Revan. I can change my name legally to be named Revan, and and you could change your name legally to be Malik. And I think you know, we don't really understand that we have so much power in our hands. Like I could even freaking change my middle name too. Instead of Tan, my middle name Lee, I could change it to Tan Revan Lee. You know, like it's freaking awesome. You know how much we have, and I mean, there's too much negativity now. Like, you know, I hate the negativity. Like, yeah. I love hate, you know. I like hate, you know. Like, I don't know. I feel like when I get a lot of hate online, it constructs me, you know. Like, it makes me strong, but yeah. I don't know. Do I really feel like I'm a woman? Do I really feel like a woman? Honestly, do I really feel like a woman? Not 100%. Not 100%. But I do feel like things would be better if I just felt, I don't know, like, am I really 100% female? Am I really? Even if it's 60 or 70%, you know, life is too short. You only live up to 85 or 90 years, you know. I might as well take a shot and see if I really feel completely liberated, you know. Like, how is it? It's not going to hurt for me to take a shot, you know. Like, I'm ready, 20 years old, I'm already 6'1", and I'm already fully grown, and I'm a strong guy, you know, I'm a strong woman or whatever. But even if even if transitioning is not for me, I still respect the experience. I still respect what I did. I still respect the decision to attempt to transition, you know. Though that's the thing about me. I try to respect everything, you know, even the darkest things in my life. Even my stepfather's death, even my grandmother's funeral. I try to respect those times so much, you know. I think that, you know, how can you respect something that could be really difficult for you emotionally? You have to respect that, you know. It's part of your life, and not to say that you are who you are forever, but once you respect, yeah, I know, it's just, I love hate comments, you know, like, I love hate comments more than people even know, like, it's crazy, you know. People say, why would you love hate comments? I love hate comments because it makes me stronger. I don't know, it makes me think even deeper. Like, if someone gives me the opportunity to think even deeper, then I'll take it, you know. Like, I'm not that type of person, you know, that say, oh, I want everything to be perfectly positive. No, that's not realistic, you know. This world is not perfect, you know, and there's gonna be a lot of hate, and I take the hate. I take the hate, and I embrace hate just as much as I embrace the good stuff. Just like a gray Jedi, you know, a gray Jedi, it's neither light nor dark. They take light side and they take dark side. They take, God, I'm crazy, you know. I love the hate. I take the fire. I swallow the fire. I embrace the fire, you know. I think that if we have an opportunity to think deeper, I always would take it, you know. Just because I don't go to school doesn't mean I don't want to think. There's always ways to learn without going to school. There's always ways to learn without putting yourself in danger or risk, you know. Follow who you are. Work hard, but don't work too hard. Follow who you are. Be a good person, you know. I love Christ so much, you know. I dedicated all my life to Christ, and you know, for 20 years, I thought that if I even did one thing, like transitioning, like not even breast augmentation, not even the other crap, you know, if I just did, you know, one thing, if I just did the hormones, I thought that I was already not welcome with the kingdom of God, which is not true at all, you know. The kingdom of God is all inclusive for all genders and for all people, and that, you know, he created all of us for a reason, and we're all born equal. And some of us just haven't found the arrow that will guide us through the force yet, you know. Like, trust only in the force, trust only in Christ and his decision to create you as the most wonderful, beautiful, positive human being. And I mean, I love myself, you know. I mean, I love myself, and I mean, being trans, you know, you don't have to be completely feminine. You know, you can still be trans and not be completely feminine. Like Janae, I love Janae so much because she made a video where she said that you don't have to be completely feminine to be transgender, and that's awesome, you know. And I think that's what the transgender community needs to hear. And with Blair, sometimes, you know, saying that if you're not the most feminine person, then you're not transgender. You know, that's, I don't know what to say. Like, I love Blair, and I think she's a pretty nice person, but she's wrong, and I'm not afraid to say that, you know. But yeah, Janae actually have a really good point, you know. If like, you know, Sub Money, I recommend checking out Janae's channel, you know. She's a good rapper, you know, a decent rapper. Yeah, you don't have to be the most feminine to be transgender, which is, you know, I mean, I feel like I'm female at least 60-70% of the time. So to me, 60% of the time. So for me, it's a really good 70, something like that, 60-70%. I mean, you know, I'm a big guy. You know, if I take the hormones and if I transition, I can still look. You know, I have the ability to look pretty feminine and look, you know, like a boy at the same time, and you know, that's really a blessing. And you know, but yeah, you know, sometimes I feel like I'm not accepted in the transgender community just because I have a pretty deep voice, and because, you know, I'm not the most feminine person, and sometimes I don't feel accepted, you know. And you know, like, it can be really toxic. Like, you know, it's bad for my brain, it's bad for our minds, it's bad for our brain, it's bad for our mind, even to people that are straight. When, you know, they establish that, you know, you have to be the most feminine to be transgender, it's really toxic, you know. Not the best thing. So yeah, I think Janae is right, and she does have a point over Blair. Janae, you're 5'11"? Wow, you're tall. I'm 6'1". I'm 6 feet 1 inches tall, you know. I'm hella tall. And I love it, you know. That's why I didn't take hormones at 18 or 17. I wanted to grow my full height, you know. Like, even though I feel like I'm a woman, like 70% of the time at least, or 60% of the time, or I have a lot of dysphoria to the point where it's not healthy for me, or my brain or my mind, I still love my height, you know. Like, I'm tall. Look how tall I am. Look. I'm hella tall. Look. I'm really tall, like 6 feet 1 inches tall and standing, and yeah, 6 feet 1 inches, yeah, crazy. Yeah, I'm 6 feet 1. Yeah, see, the doorway is not much higher than me. Yeah. Yeah, I love you. Yeah, mother.
No. Beef.
No. Sub Money is awesome. You know, I never forget about you, Sub Money. I never forget about you, no matter what. You know, you're the best, and Janae too. Like, her video really helped me a lot. You know, more than you even think. Like, Janae helped me a ton. You know, I'm being real and honest. Like, this on YouTube right now, it's like the most beautiful trans girls are being promoted the most, and that's not fair. You know, what determines one's worth? How beautiful they are, or how much they have to bring to the table in terms of value, in terms of human value, in terms of moral, in terms of rights, you know? Yeah, you're awesome, you're awesome, you're amazing. You're amazing, you know, like in the video that you saw, I say, even though I haven't, you know, actually completely transitioned yet, you know, I've actually started transitioning, I'm in the trans community since I'm so, you know, I think that, you know, when Blair says that you cannot be in the trans community because you're not, you know, 100% trans, like you don't get breath augmentation, you don't get hormones, you don't take surgery, you get your facial feminization surgery or whatever. I could still be the trans community and just take hormones only and barely actually transition, you know? Because I appreciate the people so much, you know? Exactly, you know? I appreciate the people so much. And if I appreciate the people so much, then I have the right to be in the community. Like, you know, like, I think that so many people can be in the trans community. Not that they have to transition, that they can embrace the, you know, the waves of the transgender people, you know, the beautiful transgender people. Like, you know, how strong and beautiful they are, how independent the transgender people are, how their families sometimes neglect who they are, sometimes how they go homeless and have nothing and still follow. That's a Skywalker. Now that is being a Skywalker. Now that is, I love there. I totally support her. But I disagree with her a few times, and you know, I bet you, even with George Lucas, even the person that I appreciate the most to my very core, George Lucas, there are some things that I probably disagree with, and I love everyone, and I love everyone completely, and I don't have any hate towards anyone, you know, like, we all have our emotions, and we all, you know, have our struggling emotions, but I'm so accepting, and I want to support Janae, I want to support Blair, I want to support anyone that is just a child of God, a child of the Creator, you know, I'm very open, you know, I just want to avoid the drama, and like, sometimes I like to be real and talk about the real stuff while simultaneously, you know, trying to be as respectful to everyone. Yeah, I love Blair so much. I love her. I absolutely love her. And I love Janae too. And I have the entire right as a human being to feel that way and believe that way. And yeah, I know, like, I wish more people were like me, you know. That's the reason why the world is messed up, because it's government right now. These governments are competing against each other, and it's all unnecessary, you know? Exactly, I mean, I love Christ the most, too. I love Christ the most, honestly. I mean, I love Christ so much. Jesus is such a powerful person, entity. Not even a person. No, I don't want it. You need it. Are you gonna go to sleep, Mom? Yeah. I love Blair. I love the Star Wars community. I love the Fandom Menace too. I disagree with the Fandom Menace, but I love the Fandom Menace too. I know that Jesus told us to love everyone, like Noah's Ark. You know, if you studied the Bible and you know Noah's Ark, Noah, he was very kind to every single person, even the robbers, even the people that would steal stuff, even the people that would treat one lesser than other people. Noah's Ark was a story that showed human integrity and human power, and that, you know, you're awesome. You're awesome. You know, I love you. Like, I want people to never forget, you can support any side you want, and you can support all sides, like me. Like, that's why you study geometry. Like, you know, an octagon, you know? You can appreciate all sides. Just like when you do math, you look at all sides with, you know, you don't ignore every side, and you just look at every side, and you add everything up, you know, to create, you know, this grand world that we live in, you know? This world is so huge and grand. And, I love you so much. Hungry. I'm a big guy. I'm really strong, you know. So I gotta eat, you know, to maintain my strength, you know. You know, I'm hella strong, you know, gotta retain the muscle. Baby Yoda's overrated, but he's cute and adorable, and there's nothing much more I love more than him, you know. I love him. Love him, love him, love him. Ask me more questions, you know. I'm happy to answer. Glad to answer. Totally glad to answer. You know, I think that we need to smile way more, you know. All of us need to smile way more. Jesus is looking down at us right now. And he wants us to be happy of everything that we have, as you know, our body, our souls, our power, our mind, our integrity, that we can accomplish much more than we believe, and that I believe in everyone. And I'm gonna give back, you know. Like, I've donated so much money to the homeless, and not to brag or anything, it's irregardless, but I'm trying to find ways to connect with Jesus in a much more deeper level, even though I'm LGBT. Very, you know, very, very wonderful how God created so much for us, the sun, and that even this time of coronavirus, that, you know, we have our families, we have love, we have the internet, we have Blair White, we have Star Wars films, we have, God, can I name more? I have too much love in my heart, you know. Too much love, you know. Which people say that, Tan, you're so innocent. Why are you so innocent? Why are you too nice to everyone? Why are you so kind? People don't care about you. They have to, you know, they say stuff like that, but I don't care, and I always have a place in my heart for every person in the world. I have a heart, you know. And that's why I love the saber, you know, the lightsaber? You know, the lightsaber crystal? It resembles the heart of a Jedi, or the heart of a Sith. And it's so symbolic and representative of our own wisdom and integrity. And to understand the Star Wars story in a much more deeper, intimate level, it's therapeutic, and it's real meditation, you know? Like, Jedi and Sith isn't a myth. We are Jedi and we are Sith. And to be a Skywalker is to tell everyone, yes, I can be LGBTQ, yes, I can be a certain way, and that's not going to affect my power to love. That's a Skywalker. Hehehe.